Welcome back to the show. I'm the Beer Adventurer.
I'm Dunbar.
And on this episode, we've got one from Ballast Point. This is the Orange Vanilla Fathom. It's an India Pale Lager with orange and vanilla. So, not India Pale Ale, India Pale Lager. So that's a little bit different. Put the quarter on the cap. The way it keeps it flat. So,
What's your quarter?
Yeah. This is not my my opener of choice. But this make crap with the caps. There's it nice. All right. I can smell the hops. So I've had this one chilling at the house for a little bit. You know, COVID kind of set me back on some of my filming. Made me glad I had a nice backlog of videos there. Okay, I smell that kind of a citrusy hops. But there's a little bit of pine going on there.
Mm-hmm.
The orange is good.
Vanilla is interesting, to say the least. It I don't know if it's, there's a mouthfeel. I don't know if it's coming from the vanilla or if it's coming from the malt, but
it's a little strange. It kind of feels like it's circling, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I
feel like there's a little ball in my mouth. Yeah.
I'm not upset at it. It was just, It's a little confusing.
Yeah, it caught me off guard. But I also feel like that comes a lot with India Pale lagers.
Yes.
Lagers tend to be to showcase how well a brewer can ferment and control the fermentation process. They do that by having a crisp, clean beer without any off flavors. But now you're almost hiding that with orange and vanilla and hops, and you kind of don't know what to do. My opinion.
You know, it says piney and citrus hops aroma, India style pale lager, sweet orange and creamy vanilla. So I'm pretty sure I had a Fathom, but it's been a little while, and that was their IPL. This is the orange. Ballast Point has this neat thing where they'll do these variants of some of their more popular beers, which is kind of nice. Mm-hmm. I really like that. I think it's a really neat way to showcase your beers and give your fans a little something different. You know, so if you liked, you know, say Victory at Sea, then you've got I know they do a peppermint and a coconut and all those things. So if I'm not mistaken, this is just one of the variants of Fathom. I know I had a habanero sculpin one time, and by the way, sculpin's pretty rad. I've had like 4 different variations of sculpin. I don't see Fathom as often in this area.
No. You know, I really enjoyed seeing their red velvet stout.
Oh,
it was made with beets.
Gosh,
that was amazing.
I was off the chart. I do have a review of that red velvet cake. Damn it, that was just so. Ooh, I got chill bumps thinking about that. Yeah, we wound up with the whole 6-pack of that, and we actually wound up getting me and some friends. We got another 6-pack and split it. That was really good. Ballast Point just makes some really good beers. Getting off a little bit, just Ballast Point instead of just this beer, but overall, I'm pretty pleased with it.
Yeah, I was thinking coming into it, the description, I was thinking dreamsicle. It's not that intense. To me,
I was a little worried about that. Now, like I said, this one does have a couple months on it, because like I said, you know, it's due to some of the things that have gone on in the world. It's a little harder for us to gather up and film videos. When we do, we knock out quite a few together. Have dinner, share a couple beers, do it on camera for you. But I don't really think that the age of the mild cellaring, if you will, would have any effect on the vanilla. I was afraid that having it for a couple months, that the vanilla would be elevated,
yeah,
and the citrus flavors would have fallen behind.
That's definitely not the case here,
So no. So if you have one that's been lingering in the back of your beer fridge for a couple months, dude, it tastes fine. Sometimes even things that aren't cellared beers, if I get 3 or 4 of them, sometimes I'll just stick one in the back of the fridge for a couple months just to see what happens. Just forget it. Why not?
Yeah,
I've got some Bigfoots that have done that one.
The owner of Avery has written extensively about cellaring and temperature control. I think he said about 55 degrees, but how beers change and for most of the time for the good is just amazing. Just from putting a beer away and forgetting about it.
Beer's way more fun than people give it credit for.
Yeah, it really is.
Actually, I'm pleasantly surprised. I'm really glad I picked this one up. Yeah, obviously I'm hit steadily, and I like bombers.
Yes,
I like bombers.
I wish they would come back.
I think they're good for sharing. I think they're good for just having. There's a lot of times when I get off work and I just want a nice big beer, and a bomber is a nice big one beer.
Yeah. Doesn't take up as much space in the fridge. You can sit down with it, pour it, not have to worry about getting back up because you just came home from work tired, and here it is. If you have a tall enough glass, I guess.
Yeah. I have a couple of those big mugs.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, I'm going to look and see what I can find to put in the description about this beer. Also, down there in the description, you'll find links to the merch store, to Untapped. Let's be beer buddies. Then you'll also see a spot where you can like the video. We really appreciate that, and so does YouTube. And if you're digging this enough that you gave me a like, you can go ahead and subscribe. If you ring the bell, you'll get alerted 3 times a week, because that's how often I put up videos. Now, I don't know, do you guys sell any of these stuff? And did you like this one better than the regular Fathom? I'm really not sure. I don't have another one of these. Otherwise, that would have been a nice juxtaposition. But hey, maybe I'll find another Fathom in another one of their variants and try to do a video of that. We can talk about that down there in the description. But let's go ahead and get down to the ratings. Did you dig it?
Yes.
I was actually pleasantly surprised.
More than I thought I was going to. Yeah,
I'm really glad. Would you have another? I would have another one of these. Seekability, sometimes I have to go into just the larger markets around where we are to find better Ballast Point. I hit Nashville, Memphis, and then of course I keep an eye out for them. It's just one of those breweries that they tend to do good stuff, so I do keep an eye out for them. Pick 6 worthy. I imagine if this was in a 6-pack size, but if you can find the bombers, just get a bomber. They're just great.
Mm-hmm.
Now, in the 1 pint to 10 pints, I think I'm at an 8.
I'm at an 8 also.
I liked it.
Mm-hmm.
It really had just the right everything. I honestly feel like if there would have been much more vanilla, I wouldn't like it as much.
Yeah, more vanilla would have, I think, definitely
put it
dropped the
into
score
that
for me. Yeah,
candy, sweet, and less beer. This has beer, but citrusy. I think the vanilla just kind of sanded down the edges.
Yeah.
So, well, there you have it, folks. Until your next beer adventure.
Cheers.